An important safety cue that you can teach your dog is the stay cue. And that is what I'm going to teach you today. When I first start teaching the stay, I do duration first, followed by distance. So I'm building up the hand signal and the vocal cue first, making it easier for the dog to be successful by staying with her rather than telling her to stay and backing away immediately. Building up duration to begin with helps to understand what I want her to do, which is essentially not to take action, not to move. When you ask a dog to stay, for me personally, I don't mind whether the dog is sitting or lying down or standing up. It's obviously easier for the dog to stay in one place if the dog is sitting or lying down rather than standing, because when the dog is standing, the dog is more likely to move. So you can build up the duration from a couple of seconds to say about a minute before you use distance. Stay. As I'm building up duration, I'm giving Sadie the hand signal, and I might also give her the vocal cue just to reinforce what I want her to not do, which means not move, stay in one place. Good girl. When I do this stay, I use a mixture of looking at Sadie and looking away from her, so she gets the idea of mixing it up, that the only time that she stays is not just when I'm looking at her, she has to stay when I'm looking away too. Now Sadie is really good at staying in one place for a certain amount of time. I can now increase distance, and I'm going to do this gradually. First by taking a step, and then increasing the amount of steps that I take. Stay. Good girl. Stay. Good girl. Sadie. Stay. Up, up, up. If your dog breaks the stay, just put them back into either a sit or a lie down or a stand and reinforce the cue. Sadie, stay. Good girl. Sadie, stay. If she lies down, but she's still in the same place, that's fine. Good girl. Good girl. Stay. As you can see, because I don't want her to break her stay, I come back to reward her so that I'm physically close to her. Because she's not allowed to break her stay until I give her a release word like, okay, or all right, or enough, or we're done. Now when I do this, I'm actually going to turn my back on her. Now for some dogs, when you turn your back away from them and you walk away, because dogs love to follow us, it's hard for them to keep their stay. Because Sadie's pretty good at it, I doubt she'll follow me. Sadie, stay. Good girl. You're going to want to use the stay in a lot of different environments, but it's best to teach it in an environment where there are less distractions, and the dog really learns until you take it into an environment where there are more distractions. But also, you're not just going to put your dog in a stay and then back away or walk away from your dog. You're going to want to put your dog in a stay and then be able to walk around your dog, walk away from your dog, walk into another room. You gradually build that up, something like this. Sadie, stay. Good girl. can see that I'm using a mixture, vocal cues and hand signals. Sometimes I'll use a hand signal by itself, sometimes I'll use the vocal cue by itself, or sometimes I'll use both together. Now I'm going to make it a little bit harder for her, and I'm going to run around her. When you run around a dog, because dogs like to chase, it's going to be even harder for her to stay in one place. But this is called proofing a behavior, making sure that the dog really knows what the behavior means and can do it in any kind of situation. Stay. Up. Ah, you see, that was too hard for her. Here. Yes, 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 sit. Good girl. Down. Good girl. Right. Stay. Good girl. Okay, okay. And then I release with an okay or an all right or a well done, whatever cue you want to use with your dog as a release cue. You can proof the stay even more by making it even harder for your dog to comply. Sadie is extremely motivated by toys, soft toys that squeak. And for her to be able to stay when I'm throwing this toy around is extremely difficult. As you can see, she really, really wants it. But the only way she's going to get it if she stays for a period of time. This is the ultimate test. Okay, stay. 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 Okay, good girl, go take it, good girl. That was hard for her to do, but she had to get so much impulse control in order to be able to stay in the place whilst I was playing with her favourite chicken. And that's how you teach the stay cue positively. I'm Victoria Stilwell for eHow Pets.